You just had the perfect discovery call. They loved your portfolio. They even laughed at your jokes. You sent a proposal and then nothing. Oh, you've been ghosted. As freelancers, we often take ghosting personally. We think it's a reflection of our value, but after years of navigating the creator economy, I've realized that ghosting is really about you. It's more about the friction in your systems. You are probably just annoying to hire. I am Deborah, a freelance designer, sharing my experience. If you are tired of being left on red, I'm showing you the 4 friction points killing your bank accounts and the breakup script that forces clients to stop hiding. Alright, let's jump right in. First, before we go tactical, let's talk about the emotional side nobody talks about. What ghosting actually does to you. Because this part matters as well. Send the proposal, you discuss with the client, you feel hopeful, you start imagining the project, you mentally spend the money, then the silence comes. And suddenly, your confidence drops. You hesitate to send the next speech. You start lowering your price. You start over-explaining yourself. Ghosting doesn't just affect your revenue, it affects your identity as well, especially as a beginner. But here's what changed everything for me. Ghosting is really about your talent. It's about fiction. It's about risk. It's about positioning. Let me break this down. First, we have the too much fiction problem. Most freelancers think they are being thorough, but in reality, you're just being an extra troll. If your email requires a client to make 5 different decisions just to get started, they aren't going to reply. They are going to put it off until later. And in the creator economy, later is code for never. Your goal isn't to check in. Your goal is to be part of the least resistance. You want to make it easy to say yes to you. You want to make saying yes to you easier than making a cup of coffee. Stop asking, when are you free to chat? Nope. That forces the clients to open their calendar, check their time zone, and propose a time. That's work. Instead, send a Calendly link, 1 click, and it's done. Or suggest a time that works for you as well. And if it doesn't work for them, you can actually adjust it to theirs. Stop asking, what do you think of this scope? Let me know if you want to change anything. That's an open-ended homework assignment. Instead, say, I've outlined the scope here. If you are happy, just reply the word proceed and I will send the deposit invoice over. See the difference? You just turn a 10-minute mental task into a 2-second text message. But here is the high-level move. True experts don't take any meeting, they qualify. Before you even send that booking link, ask them to fill out a questionnaire. I know it sounds like more fiction, right? But it actually also charges your trust battery. When you ask the right question up front, you flip the script. You are not just a desperate freelancer begging for a gig. You are a consultant protecting your time. Suddenly, they are optioning for you. This signals that your time is a limited, high-value resource. If they won't spend 120 seconds telling you about their business, they were never going to pay your invoice anyway. So consider that ghosting a bullet dodge. Number 2, you haven't built the expert authority. If a client views you as a commodity, just another person who can write code or design a logo, they feel no social depth to reply. If they view you as a partner, ghosting you feels like a business risk. You want to actually shift from order taker to consultant. During your initial reach out, don't just say what you can do. Tell them why it matters for their business line. Use data, case studies, and a clear productized service method. Model 3, the paradox of choice in your prior using. Another mistake that kills more deals than a bad design ever will is giving your clients homework. If your proposal has 4 different tiers, 12 optional add-ons, and they build your own adventure pricing structure, you haven't sent a proposal. You've sent a math problem. When a human brain is overwhelmed by choices, it does one thing that feels safe. It freezes. This is called analysis paralysis. Your client tells themselves, I need to sit down and really think about it. And we already know what happens when they think about it. They ghost. While it's very important for you to ensure that you are not taking too much time, you also want to spend enough on things that are necessary for you to spend time on. So you have to find the balance between trying to save them time at places where you can actually save them time and asking the necessary questions, which might take some time but is necessary for a quality output. You have to learn to balance the two. Now, the fix for the paradox of choice problem in your pricing, you want to use the power of 3. It's the psychological sweet spot for decision making. You are not asking them if they want to work with you, you are asking them how they want to work with you. We have the standard, what they ask for. After the first initial call and the discussion, you want to have the standard package. This is the baseline. It solves the immediate problem they mentioned on the call. What is it? It's exactly what they asked for, no more, no less. And the idea behind this is your flow. It proves you listened, but it also creates a comparison point for your higher value work. If they take this, it's an easy win, but it's really your favorite. It gives the vibe of I can get this done for you. Next, we want to have the pro package, which is actually what they need to solve their problem. This is your anchor. This is the version where you solve the problem and set them up for long-term success. For instance, the package is not just a logo, it also includes a full brand style guide. So this package, what it really is what they actually need to solve their problem. This is where 80% of your clients should land. Frame this as the most popular or recommended or best value. It solves the immediate pain and adds a layer of strategy they don't know they needed. It gives the vibe of I'm the expert and this is the best ROI for your business. Please take a note that 70% of your clients should pick this one. So you want to package it in a way that it will be attractive to the clients. And the third is the premium, the everything taken care of version. This is the utmost experience. It has high priority support, every ball and whistle, and zero stress for the client. It's the done for you experience. This tier exists to make tier 2 looks like a bargain, but more importantly, it appeals to your high level clients who don't want to collaborate. They just want the problem to disappear. It gives the vibe of I will handle literally everything. You never have to think about this again. And high value clients love to go for this package. In dealing with the price problem, you also want to use the center stage effect. Psychologically, human tends to avoid the extremes. We don't want the cheap one, but we might not have the budget for the luxury one. So we naturally gravitate towards the middle. By offering 3 tiers, you have done the heavy lifting for them. You have narrowed the universe of possibilities down to 3 logical parts. While sending your pricing, make sure it looks organized so that the clients can also assume that your process is organized. When you simplify your pricing, you are not just a designer anymore, you are a creator. You are telling the clients, I know your business, I know your budget, and here is the solution. And if you need more information regarding pricing, make sure you watch this video on how much you should charge and how to structure your offer. Make sure you watch it. In addition to the things I've mentioned earlier, there's also one mistake of you not solving the risk equation. Every time a client hires a freelancer, they're taking a psychological risk. Will you disappear? Will the work be rubbish? What if this delays our launch? What if this was a mistake? If the risk side of the seesaw is heavier than the virtue side, goes to the second they feel a flicker of doubt. They won't tell you they are scared, they will just stop replying. When clients approach you, don't just tell them you are good. Show them. Include a results section, maybe your proposal, with maybe 2 to 3 screenshots of wins. You need to proactively insulate the deals with evidence. Before you hit send on your next proposal, you can ask yourself, is this a leap of faith or a logical investment? If it requires the clients to trust your talents, it's a leap of faith. If it shows them a proven system, tiers, and social proof, it's a logical improvement. Logic doesn't ghost, fear does. So kill the fear and you will get your contract. Now, once you fix all this, there's still one more thing you need to fix. Let's address the elephant in the room, which is the follow-up. Most freelancers, they follow up once, just once. Why? Because it makes them feel like a desperate girlfriend, and then they sink away into the shadows. The reality of this creator economy is that everyone is overwhelmed. Your clients might not be ignoring you because they hate you. They might be ignoring you because their toddler just drew on the wall, their Slack is exploding, they have 47 other emails screaming for attention. They are not following up, you aren't being polite, you are just being forgettable, you are being invincible. To fix this, we will use the 3-2-1 follow-up system. It's strategic, it's professional, and it removes all the awkwardness. So, what's it? The 3-day gentle nudge. So based on the type of relationship we will have with the clients, you want to refine this message. For the 3-day gentle nudge, it could be something like, hello clients, just bumping this into the top of your inbox so it doesn't get buried. I'm excited to get started on projects. When you send this type of follow-up, it's not just about work, it's also about visibility. It's like a low pressure reminder that you are ready when they are. Next is the one value add. So you send a message like, hello clients, I saw this article or competitor book or trend and I immediately thought of our conversation about pain points. Thought you will find this useful as well. By sending this message, this proves that you are a partner, not just a vendor. You're thinking about their business even when the clock isn't running. It's a massive deposit into the trust patch. And the last one is the 2-week email. Now this is a nuclear option, and ironically I've discovered that it has the highest response rate. So I'm going to share examples you can use, and feel free to take a screenshot. First, we have like this soft pivot. This is like the relationship saver, and you use this when the client seems genuinely excited but life probably just got in the way. It gives them a graceful exit to come back without feeling guilty. So the subject could be like, permission to close your files. Hi clients, I'm checking in one last time regarding the project. Usually when I don't hear back, it means priorities have shifted or the time isn't right on your end, which is totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and move your proposal to my inactive list for now, so I can focus on my current kickoffs. If you want to revisit this in the future, just let me know. For the breakup email, we also have like the firm inventory style. This is for high demand expert, okay? So you use this when you have other leads with and you actually need an answer to manage your schedule. So it triggers scarcity. So it could be something like this. Subject could be adjusting my month's availability. Hi client name, I haven't heard back on the proposal, so I'm assuming you've decided to go in a different direction or put the project on hold. To keep my production schedule accurate for other incoming clients, I've released your project window. If you'd like to work together later this year, feel free to reach out and I can send over my updated availability then. And the third version could have something like subject closing now / moving on. Hi clients, since I haven't heard back, I'm going to assume this project isn't a priority for you right now. I've gone ahead and taken your proposal off my active list to make room for new clients kickoffs next month. If your priorities shift in the future, feel free to reach back and we can see if our schedules align then. Best of luck with projects. So these are 3 versions of the breakup email you can try. The reason this works is that you are not just asking for a favor, you are informing them of a business reality. You have limited supply of time and they are no longer occupying a seat. If they are serious clients, going to see how fast they will run back when they realize the door is closing. You may be wondering, does this really work? Well, this email works because of loss aversion. Humans are neurologically hardwired to hate losing things more than we enjoy giving them. So when you were following up, the clients felt they had all the power. They had a reserved spot on your calendar for free. The moment you send a breakup email, you withdraw the offer. Suddenly, you are not the freelancer waiting by the phone. You are the high demand expert who is moving on with or without them. You'll be shocked of how many ghosts suddenly materialize with an apology and they signed contract within 20 minutes of hitting send on this. For these emails, you notice the tone. It's not bitter, it's not passive aggressive, it's neutral. You're simply a business owner managing your money, which in your case is your time. If they reply, great, you've got the gig. If they don't, even better, you just clear the mental headspace to find a client who actually respects your timeline. And here is a summary of what we've discussed.
If this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more tips on freelancing live.
Being a great freelancer is only 20% about your craft. The other 80% is about being the part of least resistance. If you want to see exactly how to attract these high value clients in the first place, you need to watch this next video on my uncommon strategies for getting design clients without freelancing platforms. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.